Live in the studio with his technotronic feet, the yummy, hunky Jeff Schroeder. You are listening to The Bob Show, exclusively on ubnradio.com.
See, it's everywhere, that technotronic thing.
But maybe it'll disappear now.
Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Welcome back to The Bob Show. We're having a good morning here. I'm sitting here with, of course, Jeff Schroeder, who's my normal co-host. And then...
very professional.
We have a very special guest co-host today, which is, of course, Jordan Lloyd. And now I'm excited to welcome one of my new friends who is so lovely. You probably know her from the TV show Boy Meets World, or the hit movie that I may have had something to do with making, called White Chicks. Please welcome Miss Maitland Ward. Oh yeah, we have it all here.
Oh great.
I have to make sure that I have your mic up. Yeah, I do.
Now I can hear it.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maitland, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's so good to see you again. We had so much fun last time when I did Polly's show.
Yes, we did a show called Hello Polly. That's where we met. And something has now. I feel really bad about doing this, and especially with your husband in the room.
Uh-oh.
But I'm going to out you on radio.
Okay.
I've waited, even with we just had a caller call in, and I waited even when she was on the phone because I was like, I didn't feel it was fair to out you without you here to be able to defend yourself.
Okay.
But Maitland has a very guilty pleasure, as so many of us do.
So do I. I have many.
Maitland loves Big Brother.
Yeah! It is true. It is my secret. Yes, we both watch it, my husband and I.
Wow, a Big Brother fan, and you smell terrific.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Yeah, she literally was like, wait, Jeff Schroeder she thought you were just on my show one day, like, she didn't know that you were here regularly with me. She's like, oh my god, you had Jeff Schroeder on the show?
Yeah, because you Instagrammed a picture.
Yeah, and you're like, and you're like, I don't really tell most people, but I really love Big Brother.
most people don't tell most people that, so...
And yet, any of us who watch that show are fanatics of this stupid thing.
I'm a purist.
Yeah.
I like
full on hardcore. So I scheduled this, knowing I wanted to make sure I got you on a day that Jeff was going to be here.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, like 2 days ago, he announced Jordan was coming. I'm like,
I know,
bingo!
it's so exciting.
Wow, you are a good actress because you didn't play it off at all like you know me.
You're like, I don't even.
You have a good career ahead of you. Put that on the resume.
Yeah, you can get into this acting thing. So, that's why I was saving our whole Big Brother conversation for when you arrive.
Oh, I'm so honored.
Because there's... No, I know, because there's so much stuff going on. And we had a caller call in right before the break asking us our opinion of Aaron and all of the stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of this? I mean, first of all, what are you even thinking about this new season and this new cast?
You know what? I'm not sure. Like I said, I was a Big Brother purist, and I really like people who play the game. I'm not sure if there's a lot of gamers.
Isn't it weird? I feel like Nick is the only person in the house. Well, Nick and McCrae. I'll give McCrae that.
Yeah.
But I feel like Nick is sort of the only one who's like
playing
stirring the pot. Like I feel like McCrae is playing like Monopoly. Like he's playing the actual board game version of Big Brother. Nick is the one who gets it, who's playing it from the social standpoint and also mixing things up and starting up an alliance and all of these things. Everybody else, including all the way down to the guy that I said last night is the little turtle from Finding Nemo grown up, which is David, the surfer. Because remember the yeah, dude, let's go.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We were watching yesterday.
Cracking
oh my god, we were cracking up.
I don't even think he knows he's in Big Brother.
No, he doesn't care. He doesn't
What's
care.
going on?
That whole speech at the end, he's like, so...
He's making Jordan look like Einstein. Seriously.
Stop that.
No, I'm saying that we know that we make these jokes. Like
he makes me a good speller.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He's making Jordan look like Einstein, and he's making Jeff look like the best speller. Because, so last night... Jeff's big thing, and this is why we keep talking about this. See, I've waited all this show.
You're good at
because of
it.
Technotronic it's in his little bumper that I play for him. Okay. So whenever I say, and ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Schroeder, because everybody knows that on Jeff's season, to Jeff's credit, because Technotronic is a word, but I think you went for Technotronics.
No, tectonics is a word.
Oh, you went for tectonics, but isn't
I did not go for tectonics. I could tell that story, but I didn't go for it. I was thinking
day
6. It was day 7. I was like, we had to go jump in this hairy lake pond or whatever. It was,
everything was like last night's episode.
So I'm like, I got my letters. I'm like, I could spell techno, but techno's not going to work. I'm like, I need a longer word. I'm like, is technotronics a word? I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean? So I just put it up there, and people wanted to fight me. Like, and I literally, like, you idiot! Let's fight. I'm like, because I spelled technotronics. Like, Jesus, I didn't watch Big Brother before, so I didn't know what was going on. But I mean, I don't think any show you should.
That being said, there's two things that have haunted Jeff. One of them was Technotronics, and then his following season of the Clown Shoe. People tweet him on a daily basis. It's offensive. It's enough is enough.
No, it's all in good fun. I don't mind.
But that being said, as of last night, Technotronics is off the board because first we have a blank board. First we had Rachel's sister who spelled pot roasts, which to her credit was at least. You know, it was
me and Jordan were watching. We were watching like pot roast. I'm like, that's a good one. And she's like, yeah. No, like that's not a word. I'm like, I look at Jordan. I'm like, oh my god, we're so stupid. I was like, that was a good one. That's a long one.
Well, but then along comes David, who. Not only was he using the board to spell, like remember he was using the sign to try to spell commitment?
Yeah, he couldn't even get a.
He couldn't even copy a word. So I just felt like after that, I just feel like Technotronics it's just done. It's who cares?
It's legend.
Yeah, because you can't compete with David and his.
No, that was
he just didn't do it. So I don't know what to make of this season.
That girl Erin.
Her modeling agency in Texas, they dropped her today.
She's just like rotten to the core.
How do they? Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah, it was really the modeling agency released a statement today saying that they are releasing her from her contract because they don't condone everything that she's saying and doing. I mean, it's. And again, because we've kind of talked about this, because Jeff's gotten into trouble a couple times for just a word or two that comes out of his mouth. You know what I mean? What these people are doing again. Jeff's getting
wiping me clean.
Jeff's getting a clean.
They go on.
Yeah. They don't just let something slip out. No. Like they don't be like.
It goes on and on.
It's so bad that I can't even repeat half of the stuff that they said.
I know.
I mean, I will for anybody who, because I know that not everybody that listens to our show watches Big Brother. But the 107 people that are in the chat room right now, I know, I know a lot of them are, because all of a sudden it's like a Big Brother chat room going on right now that I'm trying to pay attention to. But just an example of some of the stuff that's being said in the house is. I think it was Aaron who said it to the Asian girl's face. Why don't you just go make some rice? Oh, I mean, this is the kind of stuff. These people are awful. The other ones, she also said something about the black girl who's like, "Don't talk. It's just because it's dark. Don't talk because we might not see her or something like that."
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Yeah,
I thought she said. This isn't for me. I thought she said like black stick together.
Oh yeah,
with her and that guy.
Yeah, she said that too. That's just it. Like Maitland just said, they're not just like something doesn't just slip out.
Right.
They're going
conversations. Lengthy conversations.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. I don't know what to do, and even CBS had to release a statement yesterday because this is probably the most attention Big Brother has probably ever gotten, and it's not positive. It's been and I have to say the thing that kills me is one of my favorite things is always the cast of the show.
Yeah.
I mean, over the course of the last 7 years, I've pulled some very good friends out of the show, and I always think I need to send a thank you note to Rob and Cass for casting these people that I end up becoming friends with.
Yeah. And
I feel very strongly and very confidently that I won't be sending a thank you note at the end of the season.
Yeah, right.
So let's see how things shake out. It's only 3 episodes have aired. You know, I think those things will fix themselves. Hopefully, they'll learn in the house. You know,
I don't think they will. Well, I mean, I'm
trying to keep it positive.
I know you are, but
on a flip note. But yeah,
I think there's more of a lesson here, which is for anybody that's thinking of going on the show next season. I mean, you have to remember you're on national television. It's like they've lost that. You know, I mean, they don't know.
And it's so early. It's so early.
So early. Yeah, I mean, like they're not, and they're just not holding back. You know what I mean? Like, some of the stuff that's come out of Spencer's mouth, I mean, like, he's called women repeatedly the C word. Like, it's, I mean, yeah, and Aaron, you know, the thing that she said about welfare, and it was...
Wait, what did she say? I don't remember that one. What did she say?
Aaron, I know, it's a word I won't even use, it's the N-word.
Oh.
But she said welfare is N-word insurance.
Are you not? She
Yes,
did not.
she did too.
My husband's in the corner. Whoa.
Yeah,
That's not good.
This is all true. Like
That's crazy.
It's insane, and CBS doesn't know what to do because they can't go in and really tell them to knock it off because then they're not going to be themselves. But CBS is like, we can't be responsible for what they're saying in the house.
Yeah, right.
And so ultimately, it's coming down to these people are just making themselves look terrible. So, and I think it's going to be a real wake-up call with this whole MVP. They couldn't have picked a better season to have this MVP thing because somebody like Aaron keeps thinking, I'm going to be MVP. I'm going to be...
How does she...
Yeah.
How does she... What world is she
I
living in?
think she's just confident. She's very cocky or confident and just kind of like...
Oh, apparently, I'm sorry. I take it back. It was Gina Marie who said it. Because I can't put it all on Aaron because the whole house is horrible.
Yeah.
But keep going. What you were saying, you think it's just she's confident.
Very confident. She just comes off to me. I mean, I've only watched 2 episodes. I don't watch live feeds and stuff, so I didn't know like all that stuff. But I don't know. I think she just thinks she's hot stuff or something. She can just say whatever she wants. I mean, she's a pretty girl, but I don't know. She just comes off to me as very confident.
Yeah, well, and there's you're allowed to be pretty, but you also can have some class and decorum.
Like she's got like an attitude. Sorry. Wait, I don't know. Whatever. I don't know.
No, how do you guys feel?
She's acting like a heathen.
A heathen. How do you guys feel it would be if you guys were in the house with these people? Do you think that you would speak up and say something?
Well, I mean, from what everybody's saying, it's a bunch of mean girls. I wouldn't want to be in that house at all. And it's already stressful enough being in that house. And you do forget that the cameras are there. I know that sounds really stupid because there's cameras all around. But you forget that they're there, and you just kind of feel like if we were all in the house, it's
like being in even in this room that we're in right now. You know, like when I first got here, I was so irritated because for anybody who's not watching us on video, we got the video cameras working, and now they're trying out new lights. Well, now all of a sudden we're tripping over light cords, and they're literally set up everywhere. But yeah, once we start doing the interview, like it's all gone. Like I don't notice it. I just all of that stuff. So I can see, especially after like week number 2 for sure. You got to forget those cameras are just on. That's what makes the show so interesting. It's not like The Real World, the MTV show, The Real World,
where they're coming around.
Yeah, where you have a man following in front of you with the camera. Like there's actually 2 men because there's the guy holding the camera and there's a guy with the sound. It's hard to be quote unquote real. But in the Big Brother house, you don't really have a choice but to be real. So we're going to take a break in a moment. Do you have any final Big Brother thoughts or questions? Because we're going to come back and talk about you and your career.
Okay. I think the finest moment, one of the finest moments in history was when the coup d'etat with you, Jeff. That was brilliant. That was my favorite.
I couldn't pronounce that either.
I know.
All the attributes are coming out.
You got rid of that idiot.
What did you call it, though? You called it the coup.
Oh, yeah, what was it?
Coup d'etat. I don't know. Because it's like French, so it's like C-O-U-P and then like space T. I was like, coup d'etat. I'm like, what does that word? I was like all jazzed, because I won. So I was like, oh man, what is it? Coup d'etat. What? I'm like, wait, and I didn't know they were going to air that part. And then I did like interviews after, and they're like, the coup d'etat. I'm like, it's coup d'etat. And it was Ross Matthews actually. And he's like, I know. I'm like, I know. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then after he's like, they aired the part that you messed up. I'm like, they did? I'm like, that's why I corrected myself. But then it was a good move, too. Like the house, it was a good play for the house. Jordan liked that move because she's a couple bucks richer from it.
It all works out for all of us. Well, we're going to go ahead. No, it all works out for all of us because
your transition word, I love
coup d'etat. Now I can't even say it.
Coup d'etat.
We're going to take a break. That's all that really matters. We're going to come back and we're going to talk to Maitland Ward about her career.
Oh, Maitland Ward's here?
And about her. We're going to see if we can get any secrets out of her about the new Girl Meets World, right?
It's Girl Meets World.
Girl Meets World. So we're going to see about that. And if you want to join the conversation, give us a call at 323-284-7826. And of course, you can tweet us at The Bob Show. You're listening to The Bob Show on ubnradio.com, and we'll be right back.
The honorable men and women of our military are fighting for our country. Please take time to remember our brave troops this Independence Day. This message from First Resource Heating and Air, serving Lowell, North Carolina with pride. There is premier HVAC contractor. From maintenance and repairs to complete system upgrades, look to the name that kept you warm all winter to keep you cool all summer. 704-683-3604. 704-689-3604. That's First Resource Heating and Air of Lowell, wishing our troops a safe and speedy return home.
The Bob Show, accentuating the positive. Weekdays from 9 to 11, only on UBN Radio.
Welcome back to the Bob Show. I know I gotta keep it real.
Yeah.
Keep it real up
Keep
here.
keeping it real.
Yeah. So Maitland, let's talk here for a moment. So you've done a lot of exciting things in your career. I didn't realize that you were on The Bold and the Beautiful.
You didn't? Yes, I was
I
on
did
there for 3
not.
years.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
I played the most innocent character in the world. Everything happened to me. I was raped. I was almost set on fire by my rapist. My boyfriend had an affair with my mother when I was in a diabetic coma.
Wow.
It was really intense. I never did anything mean to anyone either. They all did it to me.
You were just always the victim.
I was the victim. I was the eternal victim.
What was it? So what was that like doing soap operas? Because people always talk about how hard it is and how you do pages and pages of dialogue a day.
Yeah, because we did like 3 shows in 2 days. You get 40 pages of dialogue. Just you have to learn like on the spot, and they would change it up at a moment's notice.
So how hard is that to learn all that dialogue? And then
it's actually after a while you kind of get used to it. It's kind of the same dialogue over and over again.
Is it like, do you have to nail like the verbiage perfectly for those shows, or could you kind of put it in your own words?
No, you have to do it pretty close, but you can play with it a little bit. But we would have our scripts on the set, like just look at them really quick and just
And then
keep going
drop
over and
them?
put them behind the couch and
And
just
then just
do
do
it.
it. All right.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Which I just can't even
Because
imagine.
who do we have on?
We had John York from General
John York,
Hospital.
right? And we were
who was
talking to him
I
about
knew
the same
John
thing.
back in the day.
And he's like, you just do the scene. He goes, if you ask me 2 seconds after
You
the
won't know.
scene,
Yeah.
you won't know
You
his
just like,
lines.
look at it and you're exactly.
Yeah, which is that weird thing that I always kind of wonder, because like we're talking to John York, or next week I'm like trying to contain myself. Ian Buchanan.
I'm good friends with Ian.
Are you?
Yes.
Well, you can mention
I
how
love Ian.
much he's going to love coming here,
Oh.
because I have to say I'm a little nervous because he's Duke Lavery.
Oh yes.
And I grew up on General Hospital, and I think that's that weird thing about soap operas is because you're there every day.
Yes.
I know from a viewing standpoint, like I said, so Duke Lavery feels like a character in my life,
Yeah.
because you watch them every single day. It's very different than any other medium. I suppose it's kind of the same thing that happens with Big Brother because you're watching that 24-hour live feed. The people who get really invested,
Yes.
I think there's got to be an element to that in there. But soap operas really are the only thing that are like that. They don't have a summer hiatus. There's and it's daily. So I know that as a viewer, we become invested. But do you feel that like those 3 years that you were that character, is that like a part of you? You know what I mean? Like, because that becomes your
People
daily
feel
life.
really bad for you on the street.
Yeah.
Oh, they did.
You had a rough life.
They were so nice to me, really. Because I had other people who play villains get like attacked, but
Yeah, they get attacked because
yeah.
people think they're real. But reversing it, do you feel like kind of like you went through that, or is it really easy to separate at the end of the day?
I think it's. I don't think I really. It was definitely an experience that it remains a part of me and definitely changed me in acting and in life. But I think I was pretty good at being able to separate all of that drama because it was so much drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
You
course.
came out of the coma.
Although I have a
and
funny story. After the scene where I was raped and I had like bruises all over me.
You don't hear that very often. After I was raped. I have a really funny story about after I was raped, but keep going.
I forgot. It was like 11 o'clock at night. It had gone a long time because it was a very detailed scene. We had to shoot for hours and hours. So I forgot. I didn't take off my makeup, and I went to a gas station, and I got out, and this woman looks at me like, "Are you okay?" And I had like bruises and blood. And I was like, "What do you mean?" And I didn't even know. I said, "Oh no, I'm fine. It's just nothing." And I just got in my car.
I'm fine. You want an autograph?
She was so concerned for me.
That is actually really hilarious. But I just imagine, because I know, like, with John York, he's played the same character for 20 years. And so for him, like, Max Scorpio is practically like his alter ego. You know what I mean? Like,
I can totally see that.
Yeah, so it's a big thing. So I'm just wondering how that would be. And then another big show that you did, a bit of a big movie you did, is something that I happen to have worked on, too.
Why didn't we, like, hang out at
Because
the
you
time?
were up in Vancouver.
I was.
You were in
like-
Vancouver, and I was in Los Angeles. But one of the we call it the Revolution House of Hits. It was Revolution Studios. We were the studio responsible for White Chicks.
Yay!
And it's one of Jordan's favorite
I
movies.
love that.
Oh my gosh! I'm a fan. You're a fan. This is like fandom.
Love Fest!
All the time when they have it on FX,
yeah.
they always have it on.
They
I'm
always
always
do.
just watching it. Even though I've seen it 100 times, I still watch it like it's the first time I've seen it.
Which I just love.
People come up a lot and ask me to do the BF scene. Like, I'm gonna have a bitch fit.
I'm gonna have a bitch.
Yeah, a lot.
How do they like make? They just walk up and make you
Say, oh my god, I'm gonna have a BF. Like, you do it. Like, say.
Which is so funny because
now you kind of have to do it.
Yeah. BF.
See,
God.
this is what's so funny. She's so sweet, and then she has to play that horrible.
And I'm just like.
Is it easy for you being such a nice person than playing such a nasty kind of character?
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's kind of fun.
You get some aggression out.
Yeah.
Some of that aggression from all those years of your other character, that all the abuse
Being
that she
called
got.
Yeah, that was hard.
Now you get to just be the bitch instead.
Yeah.
Okay, and then another one of the big things that you've done is obviously you were on the show Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
Which seems to be this pop cultural phenomenon that seems to have like bypassed me. I think because I was sort of like at the wrong age, but I've been watching it recently because it was on. I think it's on like Nick at Night or not.
It's on a lot of
Yeah, it's on something. So I was watching like some like marathon of it the other day. Because I've known Ben Savage for a while. I've known Danielle Fishel for years because of Lance. But I'd never really seen the show. And then it was after meeting you, and I was like, I guess I better watch the show because there's a lot of hubbub. Because the show just got picked up. They're bringing the show back. It's like Boy Meets World, the next generation, and it's now called Girl Meets World.
Yes.
Are you in it? Can you tell us anything about it? You've been doing a lot of press for it.
Well, it was funny because we went to this ATX Television Festival in Austin recently and had a big Boy Meets World reunion, and it was so much fun. It was like stepping back in time. We just had a blast there, but we did a panel discussion. And people were asking questions left and right. Well, who's going to be in the cast? They want everybody to come back. And our executive producer and creator, Michael Jacobs, he definitely told the audience that he's going to integrate the old cast as much as possible. So there's nothing written yet because they haven't actually started taping it yet. But it got picked up, so I will keep you posted on everything.
Do you know anything about the pilot? Like, does anybody? I mean, have you seen the pilot?
I was at the taping of the pilot, and it's a great pilot. The little girls in it are so adorable. One of them plays Corinne Topanga's daughter.
Is that where Girl Meets World comes from?
Meets
Okay,
World.
I didn't know if you could
she's
even
meeting
touch
the
on
new
that.
world.
Okay.
Yes. So it's her and her friends.
And now Fred Savage and Danielle Fishel play the parents.
Ben
Savage, I know.
Wonder Years.
Yes.
I know. It was inevitable.
Yes, they
it was
play the
inevitable.
parents. So, yeah, it's really cute. It's a really good pilot, and I'm glad. I don't know why it took Disney so long to pick it up because it's really
wasn't that strange?
It had a long time.
Well, for something that has so much hype behind it.
I mean, I was actually on the set for the taping, and I took a picture with Mr. Feeney, who was on the set, Bill Daniels. It went everywhere. Viral, like in cyberspace.
Oh yeah. Oh, your photos alone, like your Instagram photos.
I was the Instagram girl.
Yeah, your Instagram photos, and same thing at ATX.
Yes.
Your photos are the ones that I keep. I'll be on Huffington Post, and I'll be like, Boy Meets World reunion, and I'll click on it. It'll be like Maitland Ward's Instagram feed.
I know. I am like the girl who gives it all the pictures and everything.
Yeah, which is that it's funny, and then I'm like, well, I guess she must be in the pilot then. She's all over the place.
I'm excited you follow her on Instagram now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jordan loves Instagram, so she's going to be on it like right away.
Okay, cool. That would be really cool.
Now, so what else do you have going on? What other big stuff can you tell us? You went to the Friend Movement
I did.
benefit the other night, which I was so...
And I did the whole picture where I was flipping the bird to the...
See, I did that too. I'm so irritated with Ronnie Kroll. I didn't even know there was a benefit.
You did not.
It was a true story.
And Richard was there.
Richard Simmons.
Yes. And I have a picture.
I saw it. Yep, I clicked like on it. Because, well, I took Jeff and Jordan to Richard Simmons' exercise class with them.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
How was it?
I go regularly, so I'm not the one that has
It was an experience, for sure.
He was loving Jeff. He made him
He made Jeff take his shirt off.
You know, he was very subdued at the Friend Movement.
Really?
He had a tie,
a
a jacket. Somebody on my Twitter said, I've never seen him in pants before.
No, that's true. Now you said that.
You have to see it.
I've seen him, because his outfits are always either the crazy, workout stuff that we see, or he always wears sort of like this white linen white linen pants with like a white linen long sleeve shirt. Like that's sort of his outfit, like his costume. I don't know. What you want
Don't
to call
forget
it.
the nylons.
No, this is that's his workout stuff. I'm talking about like his when he's not there. But I've never seen him. The photo of you with him, he's in a button-up shirt, trousers, and a tie.
Yes.
Everyone's probably like, "Who's that guy?"
No, exactly.
No, but you know, Rich. He's so iconic. You know,
exactly. No, but he's like 2 feet shorter than Maitland in the photo. Like he doesn't see. He's like you put him in your pocket. Like he just seems so. He just seems so interesting. But so how was that? Because I've been helping them.
You should have been there.
I cannot believe.
Is that the campaign where
Yes.
the bullying campaign?
Yes, the bullying campaign.
I saw some pictures.
Yeah, Lance did it. A bunch of our friends have done it. So
you got the actual picture?
I do. I have the picture. It's. I mean, I don't. They haven't given me like the official version yet, but I'm going to get that. But I had a couple.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
They had to teach me how to like do it right.
Did you get all serious, like with your face?
Yeah, they said get on. Yeah, you have to really like hate bullying.
Yeah, and they make you hold your arm because I did it too. They make it they make you how you're gonna hold your arm,
how
you're
weird.
gonna flip it off.
And then they're like, okay, now stick this out here. You won't look like you're.
Yeah, they want you to be full on angry.
I'm a victim of the bullying from Bob. Sometimes he gives it to me, so I want to sign up too for the campaign. This is for you, Bob.
They actually had my husband and I take one together. They wanted him up, so we had to shoot him the finger.
Yeah, how did you go?
But it was good.
It's very.
He said they can use it for our Christmas card.
Well, are you flipping each other off, or are you both flipping off the camera?
To the camera, outward.
Well, because we did one with I did one with Ann and Tony. All three of us went in and did one together. But we haven't seen him yet. I actually don't want to see it because it was not one of my thinner days.
Oh, Bob. But were you mean? Were you into it?
Yes. Of course I was.
Let's see a little.
I have that. There's a viral video going on right now called Resting Bitch Face. Have you guys seen it?
No.
None of you have seen this?
No.
It's called Resting Bitch Face, and it's going very viral. But it's mostly these girls. There's a couple guys who have it. I totally suffer from it, which is when my face is resting. I have this very sort of. I have a very mean face. I believe it or not, I do. Now, when I smile,
you got a jerk face.
Yeah, well, that's why it's called resting bitch face because it's mostly for girls who are like, like I can't even do it. The chat room knows what I'm talking about.
Jay Cutler has a jerk face. He's a quarterback for the Chicago Bears, and like he's got the biggest jerk face, and like he does something, I'm like, I want to kill this guy, because I love football, but. Anyways, that was a tangent.
And a couple years ago, I discovered this too when I was walking my dog. That when I'm just like walking, because again, I have this resting face that's so mean that people would they would kind of be scared of me. So when I swear to God, but when I started like looking at my eye, people started getting so much nicer to me. I started like testing it, and I'm like, wow, my face must be really bad. But now there's this new video called Resting Bitch Face. So my point is, I make a very good mean face, and so especially if I'm flipping somebody off.
Well, we got to see these pictures.
Yeah, we'll see them. Do you have anything else really quickly? Do you have anything else going on?
Well, like we talked about in the Polly Show, I finished writing my script,
so
I'm getting it put together, hopefully getting attached to it, and then getting a film made from it.
So how is that going? Tell people really quickly because they didn't listen to the Polly Show.
Oh, yes, that's right. It's a very crazy it's a bridesmaid style comedy. It's about actually an ex-soap opera star who's a washed-up actress doing dinner theater in Fresno. And she had formerly had this fan club president who was this fat, zitty, real loser kind of guy who was obsessed with her. But he was a nice guy. But she kind of was really bad to him. She finds out he's a big Hollywood producer, and he has this hot show, so she decides to hunt him down so he can give her the role. Then there's a dark twist, and but it's pretty zany.
And is it getting people interested in it? It's getting some movement?
Yeah. I have a few people have it right now, so we'll see. I will let you know. I'll keep you posted.
Very, very exciting. I think you're so wonderful.
Oh, I love being with you here.
We're going to take a break. Because
but you're going to stick around, right?
I am.
Yes, Maitland's here. Yeah, I swapped the schedule last night because I'm like I didn't want
a full house.
Yeah, I just wanted her to be here because she's just. I mean, isn't she just lovely?
Lovely, and I'm telling you, the smell in here is terrific.
You know what? It's actually it's Creed. It's a Creed perfume, and it's Napoleon's wife. Her scent
Napoleon's wife is delicious.
But when you say Creed, say Creed, like the band?
No, well, it's spelled like that, but
Creed came out with a new perfume called
With Arms Wide Open. Oh,
Let's take that break.
That's scared me. Because everybody's got a vanity cologne. I could be like, oh, it's Creed. I'm like,
no.
After, it doesn't smell so good after all. Yeah, that's good again.
Is it a small bottle?
No. Wait, you know what? I actually have the bottle here.
Yeah!
It's almost empty. Yeah, okay.
Well, you
put some of that on, Jordan, while we go to break.
Oh, we're going to be right back with the Local Strangers. They're going to be performing for us. And Maitland's sticking around with us. Jeff and Jordan are here with us. If you want to give us a call, we're at 323-284-7826. This is The Bob Show on ubnradio.com. And I just remembered, we're going into some more Shazza. So this is for Jeff and Jordan. It's some more Australian lingo from down under. I never know what to expect from her.
Oh, Bob, I'm just over the moon. Happy. Dad has a government job. Everyone has the right to dreams and opportunities. It's every Aussie Australian hope. Almost one step away from being Prime Minister, Bob. Dad has a new lease on life.